Hello. I want to start by saying I have not seen a BUCKSAW in my area under $20. This one here I bought for $4 at a dollar store, and I'm not going to put the link, like I said, with all the copyrights and all that stuff there. This is not a paid advertisement, anything like that. I picked this up for $4. Check your local dollar stores. That's all I can say. But I'm going to put this to the test and see how it works out here. And if this works, it's pretty darn sweet, in my opinion. I'm going to show you this real quick. It has a bolt and nut here holding this side. This side here is the lock. Pull this down to change your blade and such. On locks, you can take it off there and then loosen the bolt and nut and change your blades. The good thing about this is you can use other blades, and this is nice and light as well. So a very good option for a BUCKSAW out here, because you can change the blade and put the blade on that you want. Now, as long as it holds up, it's a good saw in my opinion. Now, I've used a lot of dollar store stuff for years, and it has worked very well for me. You know, it is, of course, probably thinner metal and so on and so forth, but if it works, it's good for me. Now, the blade kerf on this, it looks like there basically isn't any. It looks almost straight across there, and that's going to make a big difference if this binds or not. That's why I want to try it. You see right here, there's a tie. I'm going to cut that off, and we're actually going to start sawing some wood and see how well this works. I can always change the blade, like I mentioned, if this blade isn't working, but I'm kind of curious. Now I'm ready to saw. This here is dead standing, and I'm going to try it on that first and see how it works. Now it has a little bit of kerf to the teeth there, very little, and right now it is binding. So the only way to get around that is push the tree over as you saw. Wow. Let me look up here. No, it's not, there's no pressure on this. I was thinking the other trees are pushing. So I'm going to go right down below this and try again. Right there, I'm in about just past the blade. Works good until you get to there. And now, I can't even move that. So, we're going to try something else, because it's not working on this. This one here is another dead standing. I'm going to saw this now. That other one is amongst other trees. It could have been pushing on it and binding it a little bit. This one here seems pretty decent, but I'm going to see how this works on this one. Worked pretty decent on that one. That other one may have been binding just because of where it was standing amongst them. I'm going to bring this down and saw this again while it's horizontal. And we'll try it sitting down like this. This is not the most solid, but it would be, it's nice and dry. It would be good firewood. So, a little more solid there. I'm going to try some more tests on this. This one here is another dead standing. It's pretty solid, so I'm going to try it on this. This is what I would normally cut for firewood. It's dead standing, it's solid, and about 3.5, 4 inches in diameter. So let's see how this works. First off, you've got to make sure you're going straight because the blade does want to twist on you. So, I don't know, there we are. So that is starting to bind right now. So I'm going to pull back like this to open it up. So this blade, you will have to either push back to open it up, or if you're sawing on a horizontal and your piece has weight to open up that cut, because otherwise it wants to bind. And the reason why is because of the teeth. They're not staggered. The kerf on the teeth are not staggered that much. So I'm just going to pull back. But other than that, it is a $4 blade. Okay, I've got that cut there. Now let's cut it off this way. Again, right there, I've got to watch because I twisted the blade right there. But it's not the easiest thing to try to cut on this stump. Yeah, it's starting to dig in right now. Like, it's digging in. Myself, this here get by in a pinch with this blade, but I'd probably just put a different blade on it. You can pick up blades pretty cheap, and like I said, a BUCKSAW for only $4, that's a wicked price. So yeah, it's binding bad. Like I said, those teeth are basically right straight. They have a very, very little kerf on them. This works great for taking off these limbs like this. It works great. So this here, $4. It's up to you, but I just wanted to share my results of this $4 BUCKSAW with you. I think I'll change the blade, and then I'll have a fairly decent saw to take out on my adventures. But for this works great. Thanks for watching, and take care.